Welcome back. A horrific murder has been reported from Chhattisgarh and has shocked the entire country. A man named Shadab Khan allegedly stabbed a 20-year-old woman 51 times with a screwdriver in the Korba district on Saturday. The girl was from a different community and refused to talk to him and didn't respond to his advances. It's been 4 days. The accused Shadab Khan is still on the run. According to police, he covered the face of the victim with a pillow to muffle her cries while he went on stabbing her until she was dead. The Chhattisgarh case is of one-sided advance, but it has put a lens once again on interfaith advances and relations. Post the Shraddha Walker case, just this month in December, a bunch of cases of interfaith relationships going horribly wrong have come to light. Every time such a case comes to light, there are invariably questions of love jihad raised. Whether that can be proven or not remains dependent on investigations, but there is no doubt such cases are causing an alarm. Around the same time as the brutal murder of the young girl in Chhattisgarh, a case has come to light from Uttar Pradesh. A man electrocuted his wife of many years to death. Uma Sharma had converted to Islam and married this man. They had 2 children even. Accused Wasi Ahmed, the husband, buried the body inside their own bedroom. Also from Uttar Pradesh this month, a girl committed suicide under duress from her boyfriend turned stalker. Irfan made private videos of the girl, released them online. Girl's family has alleged that they approached the police with the harassment complaint before the suicide, but the police didn't pay much attention to it. Mumbai, 2 men killed a Hindu woman and disposed of the body in a river. Accused Riaz Khan was having an extramarital affair with the victim woman. He works as a gym trainer, while his co-accused friend is a courier delivery boy. From Jharkhand, a woman who had eloped and married a man was found chopped into pieces. The tribal woman had become the second wife of a Dilbar Ansari. Now the accused man and his family members are under probe for the crime. So the big question we're debating today, with these brutal murders coming to light, there is once again lens on such interfaith relationships. Is something going horribly wrong? After this Chhattisgarh murder that has come to light, of course, there's a lot of political back and forth. The Congress government is feeling the heat. But we are discussing the larger issue today. Amber Zaidi is a social activist joining us. Aarti Agarwal is author and researcher. Saira Shah Halim is also writer and activist. I want to begin with Amber Zaidi. Amber, invariably, I don't want to skirt around the issue. I've listed out some cases that are just from December 2022, just this month. That is not even over. Now, invariably, when these cases come to light, we know that fears of love jihad are raised. Do you believe these fears are legitimate or are they political?
Of course, Shivani, I do believe these cases are legitimate because we have proofs and the reported cases in front of us. And how can we deny? But there are some people that who blatantly deny that love jihad is nothing, and the term called love jihad is coined by some extremist Hindu groups, and there is nothing called love jihad. When you talk about this Chhattisgarh girl, she was from a tribal community, the 21-year-old girl named Kusum, and she was stabbed 51 times, and how gruesome it is. And on the same day, on 24th, UP's a similar case came up with from UP's Lakhimpur Kheri, and a girl was killed by her husband. And there are multiple examples from different states of our country. In Jharkhand also, multiple cases are coming. Numerous cases are coming every day. Last week also, Rebecca got killed by her boyfriend or a friend, and Ankita set ablaze by Shahrukh, and there are so many cases coming up, every day. But the main issue is that when you simply and blatantly deny that there is nothing called love jihad, so how will you find the solution? The main issue is that until unless you accept and address the
problem
issue, exactly, then only you can find a solution. When when the responsible people of the country and religious scholar, I would say, they simply deny it, how will you find a solution? They only say that it is a political agenda and it is only created by media. So
Saira Shah Halim, there is a pattern, some say, that is emerging. That in a lot of these cases, the man happens to be Muslim, the woman happens to be Hindu, and they invariably end in, very, very brutal murders. Not just murders, but very brutal murders that are coming to light. And this pattern cannot be ignored anymore. Whatever may be the underlying cause, it needs to be accepted that this is almost a pattern that is emerging. I've listed out 5 cases just from this month.
Okay, so good evening, Shivani. Firstly, let me make it very, very clear at the beginning itself that love jihad is nothing but an Islamophobic conspiracy which has been ideated by the proponents of the Hindutva ideology to give proponents of a religion a bad name. Now, I'll make it very clear that here, if you check up the NCRB data of honor killings, across India and especially pertaining to Uttar Pradesh, you'll be alarmed. The number of honor killings that take place at the hands of the girls' brothers, their fathers, their cousin, and here Uttar Pradesh has earned the dubious reputation of having the highest number of reported honor killings. There's no love jihad then. Why can't we treat criminals as criminals? I really don't understand. Why do we need to, fan these flames of Islamophobia and communalism even further? We are anyway facing a lot in the country, and I think we can do without these conspiracy theories that only one political party can benefit from.
Okay. Actually, interestingly, you mentioned honor killings. I was going to raise the issue of honor killings as well, because while I've highlighted cases of relationships themselves, where the man ends up killing the woman, and the pattern that some people accuse is that this is flowing one way and not the other way. The other issue is that there is now a heightened scrutiny of these relationships. Honor killings have always existed in India, but recently, even from the Hindu side, for example, there are some allegations that have emerged that they have ended up killing a Muslim man because he was having an affair with a Hindu woman. So those cases have also come to light.
But both sides. Because
Saira,
there's so much of communal acrimony,
the issue of honor killings, though, is different. But my point is that let's look at these two different kinds of killings. One is in a relationship, the one is from the family. If your child is in a relationship, let's keep those separate. Aarti Agarwal, your opening comments, is love jihad a conspiracy or is there a pattern?
So, Shivani, thank you for bringing me on. There is definitely a pattern, and maybe some people are waking up only now, but we have been documenting this for the past 4 or 5 years. And every year, we have at least 400 to 600 cases of these kind of issues where the woman, mostly a Hindu or a Christian or a Jain, mostly a non-Muslim, is raped or is murdered and is targeted for her religion, and is, becoming the subject of some kind of extreme violence by a Muslim man. There are cases also where Hindu men have been murdered brutally for dating a Muslim girl.
Let me point out those cases. We're running details of those cases. We cannot forget the case of Ankit Saxena, which happened in the national capital.
Exactly.
And possibly it got the kind of attention it did because it happened in the national capital. You would also remember from earlier this year, it was caught on camera. People filmed it when a 25-year-old Hindu man was killed by the brother of his Muslim wife. They had already married, and yet he was killed. And this was in a public street where several people actually watched it happen. But I must also point out, for example, from this month in Kattipala in Karnataka, a case has come to light where a Muslim man has allegedly been killed because of his relationship with a Hindu woman. The allegation is on Hindus. And then in Belagavi, also an allegation came to light that a 24-year-old Arbaz was allegedly murdered by a Hindu group over his relationship with a Hindu woman. My fear is these killings are only increasing because of what is happening in killings within relationships. Yes, Aarti.
Yeah, so my main concern is that the numbers, I'm not denying that Hindus may have committed a crime, and if they have, they should be punished. My point is that we still have only 2 such cases which you have pointed out, whereas in just 1 minute we can list at least 10 cases of Hindu women and men being murdered and raped. Now, I'll just come straight to what I really wanted to say today, which is that because there are so many, 500 to 600 such cases every year, we need to treat these kind of things as organized crime. These are no longer scattered cases which are disconnected from each other, because we see a clear pattern in the way the girl is targeted, in the way the girl is alienated from her family, in the way the girl is forced to convert or asked to convert or asked to get into a relationship with the man, and if she refuses, then she's murdered. Even if she marries, sometimes she wants to escape from that marriage, and then she's burned alive or she's chopped up into 50 pieces. So, there is a very clear pattern and methodology. There is a methodology in all of this, which I have been talking about for a long time
so
now.
Aarti, because you say...
study it, this is organized crime.
Okay, so because you say there's a methodology and this is organized crime, then we have to then ask the question, who is behind it? Are you saying indoctrination is the reason? Because this is a very big charge to say that these are not isolated cases, this is organized crime.
Yes, this is completely a case of indoctrination. Because even if you see, I don't want to go to the subject of genocide, but since you're asking direction, if you see the guidelines by UN Human Rights, but clearly listed that the targeting of a certain ethnicity or a certain religion cannot be identified in any other way other than a pattern being followed in the kind of crimes being committed against them. This is a recognized problem, which is not a today's problem. We've been having this problem in Yugoslavia for the last 50-60 years, right? So there is a Yugoslav tribunal of the UN Commission, and they have listed these 5 points on how people are targeted and what constitutes genocide, and scattered crimes which are targeting a certain community, reducing the population, or
No, so you are saying that Hindu women... One second, Aarti, first of all, I wish we could correct your audio. I'm not quite being able to hear you very clearly. I'll request my PCR also to work on that. But you are basically saying that Hindu women are particularly being targeted by, in this case, Muslim men. For what reason? For conversion? For demographic change? For what?
Exactly. Yes, for conversion. And this is called jihad for that reason, because jihad is the most violent form of this conversion. If you don't convert, you will face consequences, and consequences are violent. And this is not a subject to be smirking on. This is not something very funny which I'm saying. I think my co-panelist is smirking over here. People have died because of this ideology. And this is something which has to be taken very seriously, and an anti-conversion law at the national level is required. All of this is documented. Nothing I'm saying is literally my opinion. Whatever I'm saying is all documented. We have all evidence. We have the numbers. We have the UN tribunal from Yugoslavia. So, we have everything in place. All we're asking for people to say is, just recognize this as a bigger problem than scattered crimes all over the country.
Okay, Saira, you want to respond to that? Saira.
See, I will just say, my co-panelist looks that she's heavily influenced by the right-wing propaganda machinery. Again, I'm iterating here. There's absolutely nothing called love jihad. We need to treat a criminal like a criminal.
I did not use the word love jihad. I did not use the word love jihad.
You look at the records, how many times, there's been intimate partner violence. Forget murders. Look about the domestic violence at home that Indian women face on a day-to-day basis.
One by one. Aarti, let her finish.
One second, let me finish. Look at the alarming rate of bestiality, absolute bestiality on the hands of the in-laws, and look at female feticide. Look at the violence. Here we
look at the numbers.
But 1 second, let me
look at the numbers. You have 2 numbers. I have 600.
You got an opportunity. Now let me talk. Now here we are talking. When you are talking about statistics, I also have data. Here you look at India if you look at the country, it is the highest number of percentage of violence against women, and at the hands of the partner, at the hands of the husbands and in-laws. We are not doing anything over there. And here the consenting adult is a girl who's above 18. So if you were to say that, okay, the girl got misled, or she was kidnapped, or she was a minor, we can understand that. Here we are talking about two people who have been in a long-term relationship.
But why are these women ending up dead? One second. Aarti, 1 second, one by one. Saira, you're absolutely right. That there is a pattern of domestic violence in India. There is a pattern of, partner crime in India, domestic violence by in-laws, etc. My question is that if within that pattern we are also seeing another pattern, why must we why must we look away only because it seems uncomfortable? And why are these women ending up dead? I tried to look for cases which were reversed, but I couldn't find them.
Is being magnified because the partner happens to be from the minority community. So the right has nothing better to do. If there is a relationship that has gone kaput and the girl has died, and that is unfortunate.
No, she's not died. She's been killed. There's a difference.
The girl has been killed, or she dies, or commits suicide, or whatever it is. What happens is the entire lens falls on the other partner.
Okay, all right. Can I just hold your thought? I'll come back to you, ladies, for a final comment. I'm getting some breaking updates that are also coming in, and this is precisely what we are discussing now. You can say that this is propaganda, but there are women who are now demanding a law against, quote, love jihad. They have met Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis today. My colleague Vinaya Deshpande is joining us. Vinaya, this is in response to the Shraddha case or something else?
No, this is not in response to the Shraddha case. These are the women who had been protesting in order to seek a law against love jihad in Maharashtra. And these protests have been going on for quite a while now. So today, all these women went to Nagpur, and under the leadership of BJP MLA Nitesh Rane, they all went and met the CM as well as the Deputy Chief Minister, talking about the law for the state of Maharashtra against love jihad. Now, remember, Maharashtra has already said that it has formed a panel with respect to looking into interfaith marriages.
Okay.
It has also brought about an order, a government resolution for the same. The women today who had been protesting and had been demanding a law against love jihad went and paid a visit to the Deputy Chief Minister as well as to the Chief Minister.
All right. Thank you, Vinaya, for bringing us that update. Yes, Amber Zaidi, you wanted to come in. Please add your comment. What did you want to say? I have final minutes left.
Sorry, I could not hear you. Shivani, if you could repeat.
Yeah. I'm saying you wanted to add something. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to add, actually, Shivani, what I wanted to say is that we are discussing one of the patterns of crime against women. When the cases are so evident, when the pattern is clear, why can't we simply accept as responsible citizen of the country and as women? We all are women sitting here on the panel, and we are simply denying the pattern of crime, particular pattern of crime against women. When the intention of these relationship is to convert the women. You hide your identity, you change your name, and your intention is to only convert, else you kill the women. And this is the new pattern. Women are being killed. And how can you deny that this is a simple case of crime against women? This is so irresponsible of being a woman.
Okay, Aarti, final comments, please.
So my comment remains that we simply cannot shrug these things off as somebody died. If somebody is murdered, at least we can be truthful in saying that. And it's not, my co-panelist said whatever, died or whatever. It's not whatever. Somebody was stabbed 51 times. At least have some shame in saying things like whatever. When a woman is being stabbed 51 times and is being, is being stifled. So these are not trivial crimes. These are very serious crimes. The police has been ignoring. The law has been ignoring. The governments have been ignoring. And it is high time we recognize this pattern of crime against women who are mainly Hindu. But there are Christians. Kerala government has given a statement on these crimes against Christian women as well.
Yeah. Actually, the whole allegation on love jihad. 1 second. Saira, I'll give you a final 20 seconds. You said this is Hindu propaganda or whatever propaganda. One by one, please. One by one. I can't hear you. Ladies, I can't hear you. 1 second, please.
I would
Saira.
request my co-panelists not to communalize these crimes because
But they are communal. Saira, we cannot close our eyes when there is a communal angle. Okay, so the question that I wanted to ask you, Saira, was, Saira, the question I wanted to ask you was that actually the term love jihad first came to light from Kerala, where it's not Hindu population, but the Christian population that raised these allegations. So is it fair to dismiss this as some sort of a Hindutva propaganda? Saira, please, Saira.
Talking about the Hadia case, that case has been dismissed.
Not Hadia, there are several thousand other cases.
It was proven that it was not a case of love jihad. So it has really proven. And in whichever state it comes from, whether it's come from what you call a BJP majority state or any other state.
No, the community. It's the Christian community that first raised this alarm.
Whoever has raised the alarm, Shivani, I'm iterating once again, whether it is Kerala, whether it's West Bengal, whether it's Uttar Pradesh, we need to treat a criminal like a criminal.
Okay, all right. I've run out of time. We'll see what the investigations reveal. I do thank all of our guests for joining us. With that, it's a wrap on Plain Speak.